Hello, Natomas Christian School. It is Thursday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Today, I'd like to invite you into my home. Normally, I film at the school office, but for those of you who have been on campus, you know that there are sometimes on the school grounds, the school gets so busy and every square inch of our building is used that it's hard to find a place and the time to get in and do a quick few minutes of videoing. So today's Thursday Thoughts will be brought to you from the friendly confines of Jacksonland. So just a couple of quick reminders, some status checks on what's going on in this week's Thoughts. The biggest thing that we really would like to encourage you to attend is tomorrow evening, the Variety Show. Variety Show is an opportunity for the classes, kindergarten through high school, performing a quick 3 to 5 minute performance, skit, song. There's so much, there's a lot of variety in the Variety Show, but it's an opportunity to just come out and have some good time. You'll have some laughs. You'll enjoy seeing your students and your students' classmates and your friends and neighbors, and seeing them be silly and have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it for my kids. I'm looking forward to seeing what the other classes I've come up with. Like I was saying a couple weeks ago, even though we're not necessarily calling it a talent show, we all are kind of on pins and needles, kind of see how our kids do against everyone else. But again, the Variety Show is happening tomorrow night. We're getting started at 7 o'clock. We're asking that if you can have your students at the school around 6:45, check into their teacher. This will help facilitate getting set up and getting the night started. Also want to remind you guys that next Friday we will begin Easter break on March 25th. That is Good Friday, so there will be no school next Friday, March 25th, as that is the beginning of our Easter break. Easter break carries through April 1st, and again we return to school on April 4th. So hang in there. The break is coming. Please encourage your kids to hang in there as the break is coming as well. Speaking of the break, tomorrow is also the last day for our students to get their work in for the third quarter. Once all the work is in, then as teachers, we're going to take some time to prepare the grade reports and report cards, and those should be made available for viewing when we come back from spring break. So the week of April 4th, we'll have those processed and put up live so that you can view and view student progress and check in. So also be a good opportunity if you don't hear from your teachers. We'll be making individual phone calls to touch bases with parents on certain things that we see that we really want to make sure that at this point now we are getting our students ready to achieve at the next grade level. So if they're in second, going up to third, fourth into fifth, so forth and so on. So those emails and phone calls are be around. So if you don't necessarily get one, feel free to check in with your kids' teachers. If nothing else, just to kind of say, hey, how you doing? And that'd be a good opportunity to check in. Again, because there's no school next week, there is no memory verse. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. Because there's no school in chapel on next Friday. We do have school Monday through Thursday, but because there is no chapel next Friday, there will be no memory verse. Our kids have done a fantastic job. We spent the last 5 weeks studying out of the book of Daniel in chapter 2. We spent 5 weeks going over King Nebuchadnezzar's dream. We talked about Daniel and his 3 friends and their ability to pray and the faithfulness that God showed them when things look bleak. So if you're looking for a good discussion with your kids, ask them about King Nebuchadnezzar's dream and Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, and how God delivered them when things look bad. When we return from school, we will be picking up in Romans 8. We're going to start in verse 12, and over 3 weeks we're going to work from Romans 8:12 up through Romans 8:17. But again, that is when we return from break. And a couple other things here. For those of you who ordered, or for those of you whose students participated in the spring pictures, Life Touch is going to do something different this time. We've gotten a few phone calls asking about an online access or an online access code in order to order pictures. Life Touch will not be operating for this particular picture. What they are going to do is they're going to put together a packet and send those home to our students who participated. And if there are pictures in there that you like, then you order them using the order form that will come home in that packet. But again, there is no online ordering this time around. And then finally, we continue to set the pace for next year. Last week when we checked in, we had pre-enrollment for next year of about 40 to 42 students. Now, after a week's time, we are up to over 60 students. That's combined both preschool and kinder through high school. So if you are still trying to decide if this is the place where you want to return, I would highly encourage you to get your application in and take care of the pre-enrollment as space is filling up. And especially if you need to re-enroll for preschool, or you know someone who is deciding, preschool is filling up quickly. So again, if you haven't taken care of next year's enrollment, I would highly encourage you to do that. So that's about it for now. I hope things are going well for you. I pray God's continued blessing over you and your household, over you and your students. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. And until next time, God bless, and I'll see you around. Bye.